The Puma GT 1500 is widely recognized as one of the most iconic sports cars ever produced in Brazil. Officially launched in 1968 by Puma Veículos e Motores S.A., the GT 1500 marked the beginning of a new era for the national automotive industry. The model combined sporty design, reliable performance, and a fiberglass body, making it innovative and accessible to local enthusiasts. With a 1.5-liter Volkswagen Boxer engine and a lightweight body, the Puma GT 1500 provided an exhilarating driving experience, quickly becoming popular among sports car enthusiasts. Its sleek and aerodynamic design, inspired by European styling, stood out in the Brazilian scene and caught the attention of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide. To understand the significance of the Puma GT 1500, it's essential to grasp the context of the automotive industry in Brazil in the 1960s. During this period, the Brazilian government encouraged local automobile production through protectionist policies and subsidies, leading to the establishment of several international automakers in the country. The national automotive industry was growing rapidly, but sports cars were still scarce and expensive. In this scenario, Puma Veículos e Motores S.A. was founded in 1964, initially focused on producing racing cars like the GT Malzone. Over time, the company evolved to manufacture mass-produced sports cars, offering the public a vehicle that was both affordable and exciting to drive. The launch of the Puma GT 1500 represented a significant step towards the consolidation of the Brazilian automotive industry, standing out as the first successful national sports car. The story of Puma Veículos e Motores S.A. began in 1964 when Renato Rino Malzone, an industrialist passionate about cars and motorsport, decided to create a competitive vehicle for touring car races. He founded the company Lumimare along with partners Milton Mastigan, Jorge Letri, and Anicio Campos, initiating the development of the GT Malzone, a race car built on a DKW chassis. The GT Malzone was launched with a fiberglass body, being light and fast for competitions. The car stood out on Brazilian tracks and caught the attention of drivers and enthusiasts. Success in racing drove the creation of Puma Veículos e Motores S.A., which aimed to turn race cars into production sports vehicles. With the growing popularity of the GT Malzone, the Puma team realized the need to create a production sports car that maintained the spirit of the GT Malzone, but with greater commercial appeal. In 1967, Puma launched the Puma GT, a sports coupe with a fiberglass body mounted on a DKW chassis. However, the company soon saw the potential for a more affordable and reliable car using Volkswagen mechanics. In 1968, Puma officially launched the Puma GT 1500, a sports car built on the shortened chassis of a Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. Equipped with a 1.5-liter Volkswagen Boxer engine, the Puma GT 1500 offered remarkable performance for the time, combining agility and reliability. The car also featured a modern and attractive design inspired by European sports cars, but with a unique Brazilian touch. The development of the Puma GT 1500 was not without challenges. One of the biggest obstacles was adapting the Volkswagen chassis to suit the lightweight fiberglass body, while maintaining the necessary structural rigidity for a sports car. The Puma engineering team managed to address this issue by shortening the chassis and reinforcing critical points, resulting in a lightweight and agile platform. Another technical challenge was optimizing the performance of the 1.5-liter Volkswagen Boxer engine to match the sporty style of the Puma. Puma engineers improved the exhaust system and made adjustments to the carburetor to achieve a more agile and responsive performance, making the GT 1500 a fun car to drive. The fiberglass body was also a point of innovation, offering a combination of lightness and durability that was rare in sports cars of the time. The decision to use fiberglass allowed Puma to create a modern design, with smooth and aerodynamic lines, making the GT 1500 one of the most attractive cars on the market. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more content on classic cars and the history of motorsport. The 1.5-liter Volkswagen Boxer engine, a classic 4-cylinder opposed engine with air cooling, was originally designed for popular vehicles. However, this engine was tweaked to deliver satisfactory power for the sporty profile of the Puma, producing around 60 to 70 horsepower. With a relatively low weight, the Puma GT 1500 could accelerate from 0 to 100 km per h in just over 15 seconds, a respectable mark for a sports car of its time. Moreover, the Boxer engine had a striking feature that made it particularly desirable: its low maintenance and reliability. Its rear positioning provided efficient traction, making the Puma GT 1500 agile and fun to drive. The chassis of the Puma GT 1500 was an adaptation of the Volkswagen Karmann Ghia chassis, with shortened length to fit the compact body. This lightweight structure offered an excellent power-to-weight ratio, which, coupled with independent suspension on all four wheels, provided the Puma with responsive handling. The front suspension used a torsion bar system, while the rear incorporated swing axles, ensuring a balance between comfort and control. The chassis's lightness was a crucial factor in the GT 1500's performance, contributing to its agile maneuverability and ease of control. The careful engineering by the Puma team allowed the car to be both rigid and lightweight, providing a dynamic and exciting driving experience. The fiberglass body was one of the most innovative elements of the Puma GT 1500. Its manufacturing required a craftsmanship process, shaping each piece to ensure a smooth and seamless surface. The lightness of the material was also a determining factor in the car's performance because, even with a lower-powered engine, the combination with a lightweight body allowed the GT 1500 to achieve remarkable speeds and accelerations. Additionally, the aerodynamic design of the body minimized drag and allowed the car to cut through the wind with ease. Smooth lines and flowing curves were the hallmarks of the design, inspired by prestigious European sports cars. The low front end, long hood, and curved rear glass gave the GT 1500 a unique presence, while the rounded rear complemented the car's elegant profile. The exterior design of the Puma GT 1500 clearly reflects the European trends of sports cars in the 1960s. Its low and fluid lines evoke models like those from Ferrari and Alfa Romeo, which inspired Anicio Campos in the vehicle's conception. The low front end, combined with partially hidden headlights by the fenders, and the elongated hood provide an aggressive appearance, giving the Puma GT 1500 a sporty identity. The rounded rear complements the car's sleek profile, and the curved rear glass offers visibility without compromising aesthetics. Side ventilation openings and chrome trim around the windshield and windows emphasize its sporty character. The Puma emblem on the grille and custom logos reinforce the brand and complete the distinctive external appearance. Inside, the Puma GT 1500 followed a minimalist approach, with a simple yet functional dashboard. The instrument panel features a cluster of essential gauges such as speedometer, tachometer, fuel gauge, and oil pressure gauge, all aimed at providing a clear and immediate view for the driver. The three-spoke sports steering wheel and bucket seats reinforced the feeling of being in a true sports car. The seats were upholstered in leather or high-quality fabric, offering comfort for long trips. The luggage space, although modest, was sufficient for short trips. The interior finishes maintained the sporty and performance-focused style, with chrome details, and the simple central console reinforced the philosophy of prioritizing the driving experience. Anicio Campos, a Brazilian automotive designer, played a pivotal role in the aesthetic development of the Puma GT 1500. Known for his innovative vision and passion for European sports cars, Campos brought his expertise to create a national masterpiece. He drew inspiration from iconic models abroad, adapting them to the Brazilian market with a distinctive touch. In addition to Campos, Puma Vehículos relied on the collaboration of other local professionals, who helped shape the car to combine elegance with efficient production. The result was a car that not only competed with European sports cars in style, but also became a symbol of prestige and performance for the Brazilian automotive industry. The Puma GT 1500 was officially launched in 1968, marking a new era for the Brazilian automotive industry. The public was eager to experience a national sports car that combined style, performance, and affordability. The GT 1500 met these expectations, and the initial reception in the Brazilian market was very positive. Sports car enthusiasts were impressed by its sleek design, inspired by European models, and the agile performance provided by the Volkswagen Boxer engine. Its fiberglass body, innovative for the time, also caught attention for its lightness and durability, characteristics that allowed the Puma GT 1500 to compete with high-performance imports. The cost-effectiveness and charm of the vehicle quickly won over a loyal base of admirers. The popularity of the Puma GT 1500 among enthusiasts grew rapidly, becoming a symbol of prestige among sports car owners. The combination of attractive design, satisfactory performance, and low maintenance costs made the Puma GT 1500 a natural choice for those seeking a national sports car. In addition to success in the Brazilian market, Puma also found international demand. The GT 1500 began to be exported to various countries, including the United States, Canada, and Europe. It was sold as an exotic car, offering a unique sports experience at a competitive price. The model also found a market in South Africa, where it was locally produced under license. This international export not only expanded the brand's reach, but also helped solidify Puma's reputation as a manufacturer of high-quality sports cars. The success of the Puma GT 1500 had a significant impact on the national sports car market. It showed that it was possible to produce high-quality vehicles in Brazil, encouraging other automakers to invest in local production of sports cars. Additionally, the GT 1500 helped create a culture of national sports cars, inspiring generations of enthusiasts and collectors. By offering an affordable yet stylish and agile car, Puma paved the way for other companies to follow the same model. The popularity of the GT 1500 propelled the production of other versions such as the GTE, GTB, and convertibles, which continued to strengthen the Puma brand. Following the success of the Puma GT 1500, Puma continued to innovate and expand its line of sports cars. In 1970, the company launched the Puma GTE, a direct evolution of the GT 1500. The GTE maintained the same philosophy of sporty design and Volkswagen chassis, but with some technical and aesthetic improvements. The engine became the 1.6-liter Volkswagen Boxer, with options for single or dual carburation, raising power to up to 75 horsepower. The design was also refined, with a more aggressive front end and a rounder rear. By 1974, Puma introduced the Puma GTB, Gran Turismo Brazil, a larger and more powerful sports car. Unlike the GTE, the GTB used a Chevrolet six-cylinder inline engine, offering significantly higher power, between 140 and 160 horsepower. The GTB also featured a distinctive design with a longer and wider body and more muscular lines. Its production continued until 1984, marking a shift in Puma's positioning in the sports car market. In addition to mass-produced versions, Puma also produced several sports versions and special models, targeting a more demanding audience. Among the sports versions, the Puma GTS stood out, a convertible based on the GTE and launched in 1973. With the same 1.6-liter engine as the GTE, the GTS offered a unique driving experience, allowing drivers to enjoy the wind in their hair while driving a true sports car. Another special model was the Puma GTB S2, an enhanced version of the GTB released in 1979. With improvements in the engine, brakes, and suspension, the GTB S2 offered superior performance to its predecessor. The design was also modernized, with smoother lines and a more luxurious interior. Puma also produced racing models, such as the Puma P8 and the Puma GT Malzoni, destined to compete in national and international races. These cars reinforced the brand's sporting reputation and helped solidify its legacy in motorsport. The success of the Puma GT 1500 and its subsequent models was not limited to Brazil. Puma saw an opportunity in the international market and began exporting its cars to countries like the United States, Canada, and Europe. The Puma GT 1500 and its successors were well received abroad, being sold as exotic and affordable cars. Additionally, Puma entered licensing agreements to produce its models under license in other countries. In South Africa, for example, Puma cars were produced by Bromer Motor Assemblies under the name Puma GT and GTE. These models maintained the same design and specifications as the Brazilian vehicles, but were adapted to meet local regulations. In Sweden, Puma models were also produced under license, offering local enthusiasts an interesting alternative to conventional European sports cars. Today, the Puma GT 1500 enjoys a place of honor in enthusiasts' collections and automotive museums worldwide. The charm of this Brazilian classic transcends generations, and its presence is often celebrated at classic car events, where it attracts the attention of collectors and admirers. Its limited production and association with a golden age of automotive design make each remaining specimen a valuable piece of wheeled history. Finding a well-preserved Puma GT 1500 is a source of pride for any collector, and it often makes appearances at classic car parades and exhibitions both in Brazil and abroad. The impact of the Puma GT 1500 goes beyond its aesthetics or performance, permeating the automotive culture of Brazil. It inspired a generation of enthusiasts and sports car enthusiasts to value local creativity and talent. The Puma brand became synonymous with innovation and design freedom, leading to an active community of owner clubs and restorers dedicated to keeping this heritage alive. The GT 1500 even influenced the development of other national sports cars, helping to establish standards that would guide the industry in the years to come. The values of the Puma GT 1500 vary depending on factors such as condition, originality, and history. Meticulously restored specimens, maintaining all original characteristics, can fetch significant prices at auctions and private sales. The growing demand reflects the ongoing admiration for this Brazilian automotive icon. The restoration and preservation of the Puma GT 1500 are efforts undertaken by a passionate community of collectors and enthusiasts. Specialized workshops and independent restorers work to maintain and recover these cars, ensuring that their originality is respected. Finding original parts can be a challenging task, but there is a growing network of dedicated suppliers producing quality replicas. Additionally, owner clubs often collaborate to share information, resources, and even spare parts. The fiberglass body presents a particular challenge for restoration, but with modern techniques and expert knowledge, many models have been restored to their original glory. The community of collectors and enthusiasts of the Puma GT 1500 is vibrant and active, with clubs and groups dedicated worldwide. In Brazil, the Puma Club is one of the main groups, organizing meetings and events to promote Puma culture. These events provide an opportunity for owners to showcase their vehicles, exchange stories, and learn about the history and maintenance of the Puma GT 1500. In addition to local events, owners and enthusiasts also participate in international classic car exhibitions and competitions. The Puma GT 1500 is often seen at events like the Brazilian Old Autos meeting, where it receives praise for its innovation and design. The enthusiasm surrounding these events reinforces the pride and passion that the Puma brand still inspires. The Puma GT 1500 is more than just a car. It is a landmark in the automotive history of Brazil. Since its launch in the 1960s, the Puma GT 1500 has established itself as a symbol of innovation and ingenuity, standing out for its distinctive design and remarkable performance. Over the years, the car has become synonymous with sporting elegance and reliable performance, leaving a legacy that transcends generations. The Puma GT 1500 continues to be an icon of Brazilian sports cars for several reasons. Firstly, its unique design and pioneering use of materials such as fiberglass set it apart from its contemporaries, both locally and internationally. Additionally, its ability to combine style with affordable performance opened doors for sports car enthusiasts in Brazil and around the world to enjoy a sports vehicle without compromising practicality. Its rich history and victories in competitions reinforce its reputation and importance in the development of the national automotive industry.